So often when we are dealing with relationships, we hear the word boundaries mentioned a lot. For instance, set boundaries with the other person, what to do if someone crosses your boundary, what are your boundaries, those kind of things. The problem is that many people do not know what a boundary means. Many people believe that a boundary is something that says, hey, you can't treat me that way, or hey, stop talking to me like that, or hey, you have to stop cheating or being on Facebook, whatever the thing is that is bothering us. But that is not true. What a boundary actually is something that really has nothing to do with the other person. I mean, it kind of does, but it has more to do with us and what we will and will not allow versus them, what we need them to stop doing. So for instance, just as a little illustration, this is me, or this is a person, okay? And I want to have boundaries. I want to have boundaries that decide who has access to me and who does not have access to me. So I like to look at boundaries almost like a little fence with a little gate. And right here is the gate. I am the keeper of the gate. So what I can do now is decide what my boundaries are. So my boundaries are, I want to feel safe. I want to feel loved. I want to feel appreciated. I need to feel valid. And on, whatever's important to us. You know, some people have different ones, such as, you know, I need to live in a clean environment. There's all kinds of different boundaries that we can set for ourselves. So you see what I'm saying here is this is me. This is access to me. This fence represents access to me. But I'm not telling anyone what they have to do. I'm telling myself, these are the things that I value and these are the things that I allow. So for instance, the only people who will have access to me, whether that's my love, my attention, my physical body, my help, my work, whatever, in order to have access to me, there's certain criteria that people need to meet. Now that doesn't mean I get to go around and tell everybody else, these are all the people, I don't get to tell everybody else how they need to live so that they don't affect me or my boundaries. But what I get to say is, in order for you to get in here and have any access to me whatsoever, whether that's my time, attention, body, whatever, in order for you to have access to me, I need to feel safe, loved, appreciated, valid. I need cleanliness. I need, responsible people around me, whatever our thing is. But if you are unable to have these things, if there's the people in my life are unable to have these things, this gate will get closed. You don't have access to me. So an example may be something like, you use drugs. This person over here, we'll use John over here. John uses drugs. Okay, John's drug use does not make me feel safe or loved or appreciated. John does not show responsibility. Those things are not comfortable for me. Therefore, you do not have access to whatever parts of me that I choose. It may be John's not going to have access to my money, or John's not going to have access to my home, or John's not going to have access to my children. However, I may have a boundary that, yeah, I can still love John. John can call me if John wants to get help. That might be one way that he can have access to me. But the key here is, I'm not telling John, hey, you can't use drugs, stop doing that. I'm telling myself, John's not only allowed access to certain areas of my life as long as this is happening because it doesn't meet my need. Hopefully that makes sense and clears it up just a little bit. I'm going to do a part 2 and talk about the difference between boundaries and ultimatums or rules.